Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming my ride or die products. So it's my full face using my absolute favourites of everything, and this is how the look turned out. Obviously I've already filmed it, I'm in the makeup. Do you like the outcome? Who knows, but this is my absolute ride or die favourite products, so I really hope you enjoy the video. As you can see, obviously I haven't got my softbox lights today. I'm taking advantage of the natural light because it's really good today, so I hope you don't mind, but I love using natural light. I just think it looks super nice and the effect is just really pretty. So let's get into the video. Okay, so I'm going to start with my Ride or Die primer, and this was a very easy choice for me. I am obsessed with this primer. This is the Kat Von D Lock-It Hydrating Primer and Base. I love that she's brought out a hydrating primer instead of a mattifying one, because obviously the foundation is like super dry, so I love this so much, and it smells of sweets, so even better. And it's just like really nice, especially if you've got like dry skin like me. I just like this one a lot, and it's like super tacky, so not tacky like that as in it leaves like a tack on the skin. And now I'm going to do my concealer, and at the minute I'm absolutely loving my Makeup Revolution concealers. But my absolute ride or die that I love so much, which have been on the back burner recently, are the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age The Erase Eye Concealer. So I have the shade Light and I have the shade Brightener. So I use the light one on my spots. I actually love the applicator, a lot of people don't. I'm even using my ride or die mirror. And I just pop this on my spots. At the minute I'm not too bad. Now blend that out with my sponge. Matches my skin pretty perfectly, so I can't really use it under the eyes. So now I'm going to go in with the brightener one, which is like the pinky toned one, and I use this under my eyes. Foundation, and my favourite foundation is the L'Oreal True Match. This is no secret, if you've been here a while you probably know that I love this. I have the shade 1N, which I believe is the lightest, but then they have 1C, which is cool toned for cool untoned people, but I'm kind of neutral, so it doesn't really matter to me. I feel like this foundation just blends so well. So now I'm going to use my powders. Now I know that I'm dry, but I still like to use powder. So one of my favourites is the RCMA No Colour Powder. This stuff is so good, and what I love about it even more, it doesn't flash back, which is amazing. So I just pick some up on my sponge, and I go kind of under my eyes. I'm using my screen as a mirror. Sometimes with this I bake, sometimes I just kind of pat some into the skin to kind of brighten up that area, but is this, the RCMA powder comes in like a massive tub, so I got these little compact powder tubs from eBay for about £1, and it's much better for storing and getting the product out. And then to set the rest of my face I use the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. This is transparent. As you can see, I absolutely love this. And I'm going to use my absolute favourite powder brush. This is from I Heart Makeup. This is the Unicorn powder brush. It comes in like the Unicorn set, so I don't really need a mirror to set my face. But moving on to brows, and for my brows I use the Freedom product. So I use the brow pomade and the duo brow powder. Both of these are in medium brown, and I've just absolutely love these. So they are like dupes of the Anastasia Beverly Hills ones. My pomade looks really gross right now because it dried up, so I like mixed it around and it worked fine again. So I'm going to use those. I'm going to go in with the pomade first. And my eyebrows are probably going to look terrible today because I cannot do my eyebrows on camera for anything, so this is going to be fun. So I'm going to start with the pomade, and I'm just going to go in, basically. crap today. Loving it. I'll get onto the, oh god, that looks crazy. I'll get onto the powder once I've done the other brow in pomade. Do they match? No. They don't match at all, so we're just going to leave it because I can't be bothered. Like I said, this eyebrow always looks better than the other. Always. I'm just going to leave it at that. It's still a work in progress. So now I'm going to use the powder and I'm going to go in with the lighter shade of the two. And another little angled brush, and I'm going to pop that on the front of my brow to kind of get a bit more of a gradient. Kind of go in and fill in any gaps that I miss with the pomade. My brows look too dark for my face at the minute, but because my hair's so dark they kind of even out. So now I'm going to move on to eyeshadow. I'm going to start with my eyeshadow base, and this is the Maybelline Colour Tattoo in the shade Creme de Rose. This is my absolute fave. As you can see, I've got a big hearty dent in it, so I do have another one as a backup when this one runs out, so I am covered on that front. On a flat brush, this is from Primark. Love the Primark blended flat brushes. They just look like this. So on the one end it's an flat eyeshadow brush, and then they say concealer brush, but I use this for like inner corner highlights. It's perfect. And then I'm going to set that with a powder. I'm going to use the powder in here. This is my contour palette. I will get onto that in a little while. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to eyeshadow, and I have a few favourite palettes that I'm going to talk about. So the first one is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye palette. This thing is so good. The Jeffree Star Androgyny, which I also love, and for a drugstore option, I just realised I was just slouched then, sorry. And the Make Revolution Soft palette. This thing is so good, so I'm going to try and use something from every palette, basically. Might be a struggle, but we're going to work with it. So I'm going to start with the Androgyny palette first, which looks like this. And I'm going to go in with the shade Safe Word, which is the most perfect transition colour ever. And I'm going to take it on a fluffy brush. This is one of the unicorn ones. I love these brushes, can you tell? I'm going to pop that in my crease, or just above my crease. A little bit more blending, but this really does the work for you. This is another one of those palettes that just works. Back to this in a little while. I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light, which looks like this. I'm holding it at a very funny angle. Let's just, there we go. And I think I'm going to go in with this brown colour here. Favourite blending brush. This is the MUA E3 brush. So good. I'm going to go back into the Androgyny palette, and I'm going to take the shade Fetish, I think, which is this beautiful red colour. I'm just going to pop some of that in my crease, just to kind of warm it up a little bit. Definitely blend this out. I'm going to come back to the crease in a little while. I'm going to move on to shimmer shades for now, and I'm going to take the Soft palette for that, because I feel like, well, the Kat Von D Shade and Light doesn't have any shimmers in it, and the Androgyny only has two, which I don't really want to use, so I'm going to use the Soft palette. Thinking gold, you know I love a good gold. I think I'm going to go into this one, which I think is called Grow Old. I've lost my name sheet for this. And I'm going to go in with my flat brush from before and just pick some of that up. If I need to setting spray it, I will. And I'm going to pop this all over the lid. Like, say you haven't used something for a really long time and then you forget how good it is. That happens to me all the time. Look at that. Zero setting spray as well. I'm obsessed. I'm going to go in with the colour Fairy Lights, which I think is this one. And I'm going to take the smaller end of my brush and I'm going to pop that on my inner corners. Now what I like about the Soft palette is that it has so many colours, so you can do so many looks, whereas I feel like the Androgyny and Kat Von D palettes are kind of lacking in that area just because it's like a set colour palette, so, and there's not as many shades. I'm going to go back in with the Androgyny palette. I know the Kat Von D palette hasn't got that much love, but I'm going to go back into it. And I'm going to take the shade Dominatrix, which is this really dark brown. I think I probably picked up too much. I'm going to go on my outer corner. Into the Kat Von D palette. And I'm going to use reddy kind of browny neutral kind of shade. And I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to go on my lower lash line with this colour. Out quickly. Eyeshadow done. I'm going to move on to eyeliner. And my absolute favourite eyeliner is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. This is a little bit old, so if it's not as black as it should be, then don't be alarmed. But this is still going strong in my eyes, so I'm going to go with it. I'm just going to wing it out because I love a good wing. Liner just pulls my whole look together. I honestly do. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to mascara. And I'm not doing lashes today because I don't really have a favourite pair of lashes, so I'm just going to do mascara. I'm going to curl them first with my favourite eyelash curlers from Primark. Favourite mascara is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. This stuff is so good, and I only use this on my tops because I do have a different mascara for my bottom lashes. My favourite is the Makeup Revolution Viper mascara. I feel like it doesn't give me as much. Why can't I open this? Just because I feel like it doesn't give me as much as the Maybelline Lash Sensational, and I prefer that for my bottoms. I don't want my bottoms to be exaggerated as my top lashes. Mascara dries before I do a second coat. I'm going to move on to my cheeks. So I'm going to start with contour. And my absolute favourite contour product ever is this one. This is the Makeup Revolution Iconic Lighting Contour Pro. Now it did used to say it on the front, but my writing's kind of smeared off everywhere. As you can see, I've got a massive crack in the packaging, so that's great. And I use this colour here, perfection, on my Real Techniques contour brush. Sometimes I kind of switch my contour brushes. Sometimes I use the NARS Eater brush if I want a really like intense contour. I should say that it's my knockoff NARS Eater brush because I got it on eBay for Amazon for like £4. I blend it out with a small kind of, I think it's supposed to be a blush brush. I got these on eBay for like a tenner for a set. I love them. And I blend out my contour with this just because I feel like I get a more precise blend. Move on to bronzer. Now this was really hard because I did want to choose Hoola and Hoola Light bronzers, but I thought no, I have a better favourite than that, and it's this one. This is the I Heart Makeup, this by Makeup Revolution Bronze and Glow palette, and it looks like this. So I don't really use the highlight in here, I only really use the bronzer. This is the most perfect bronzer shade. I know on camera it looks super cool toned, but it's not. It's kind of one of them shades that looks really cool toned in the pan and then kind of warms up on the face, and it's just perfect because it's so pale. And what I also really like about it is the fact that I can build it up. It's not super pigmented straight away, which I like personally. The brush that I use for my bronzer is the Spectrum A05 brush. Blend that out, I use a different Spectrum angled brush. This is the C04, I had to think about that. And I do like to blend this out. It's still fluffy. It's a little bit more dense, so I like to blend out with this. For blush, my absolute favourite is the Blushing Hearts one in the shade Blushing Heart. This is actually my second one because my first one broke. So I love this so much, and I use an Avon brush. It doesn't have a name. It's kind of an angled kind of vibe. I just tend to mix all the colours together. You know, I don't tend to stick to just one. This is the most natural colour. I just love it. So if you have pale skin like me, this is incredible. And also because it's another one of these that's not too pigmented, so you can kind of build up if you want a more intense blush or stuff, and I appreciate that. I know a lot of people like stuff to be pigmented straight away, and I get that. I do with my eyeshadows, but for kind of face products, I like it to not be as pigmented straight off the bat, unless it's highlight, which I'm going to get into right now. My absolute favourite highlight, I actually have two, and I'm going to use both. First one is Eclipse by Jeffree Star and Manic MUA. This is the collaboration. I have the old logo one. A lot of people did not like this, and I can understand why. It's clump up in the pan, but it just works for me, so I'm obsessed. I have quite a few of the Jeffree Star highlighters, and this is my favourite in a single pan. I also have the Pro palettes, which I love. Then my second favourite is a drugstore one, and this is the New Look Baked Highlighter Powder in the shade Pink Pearls. They also do a golden one of this, which is too dark for me, but they do it. And it looks like this. Oh my god, I love it so much. So I'm going to use both. So I'm going to start with the Eclipse one. My favourite highlighter brush is the MUA F11 brush. Pot even more. I'm going to go into the New Look one. Like, this is incredible on its own, so I really don't need two, but I couldn't pick which one I liked more, so I'm going to use both. These are both in my favourite highlight drawers, by the way, so I would recommend this highlight to everybody because it's incredible. It's so good. You need to try this. I hear no one talk about this, and I don't understand why, because this is incredible, so try it out. The only downside is they only have two shades. I would love it if they brought out more. It's so good. But I'm going to take my powder brush, and I'm going to just blend everything together, and just so it kind of works seamlessly. I'm going to go in with another coat of mascara. Okay, so last thing of the video, well no, second to last thing, is lipstick. Now I'm sure you all know what this is going to be. Why am I not in focus? Jeffree Star Liquid Lips, my favourite. I went with a nude today because, you know, like my absolute favourite is I'm Royalty, which is the really intense neon purple, but that wouldn't go with this look, so I'm going to go with my second favourite liquid lip from him ever. This is Celebrity Skin. I love this one so much. I have like 60 odd of his liquid lips. I'm a bit obsessed with them, so any of them would have worked except Rich Blood. Rich Blood is absolute trash, but the rest of them are great. It's just the perfect nude ever. So now I'm going to set my face, and I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Pro Fix Amazing Makeup Fixing Spray. This is just one that I've used and then I bought again. It's just one of them. I haven't really tried too many setting sprays. I've got one from Makeup Obsession, which is the Dewy setting spray, which I have just bought, so I'm waiting to put that in the haul, and then I'm going to try it. The thing I don't like about this is the mist is not great, but it dries down pretty well, so. And that is the finished look. Like, I knew my makeup would look good today just because I'm using all of my favourite products, so not to toot my own horn or anything, but I knew it would look decent. So yeah, I absolutely love this look. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what your favourite products are down in the comments, because I would absolutely love to know. Let me know if anything that I love didn't work for you, or if it's one of your favourites. Just let's have a makeup chat about all our favourite products down in the comments section. I really hope you like how the look turned out. This is classically Joanne. This is a classic look that I would do. So I'm really happy with it. Please do get a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and subscribe down to me down below if you want to see more of my videos, if you want to see more of my face. hit that subscribe button. We're picking up speed and I'm like shocked about it. So thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.